to add a couple of widgets in here, right? Just to play around with this. So let's go here and in our controller, let's add a couple widgets. So let's say get mapping, create widgets. We'll say public, maybe a list of widgets. Well, I don't know, void. Let's see. I don't know what to put in there. So create widgets. And let's create a couple of widgets. So widget, w1. And we'll say new widget. And we'll say w1 dot set name widget1. And w1, what else do we have? Set, actually nothing else, right? So let's create another widget now. And let's save that. Right? To save it, we'll need the repository. Yes, we don't have a repository, so we'll need a widget repository. So let's do that. Repository, we'll say new Java class, an interface, and this will be the widget repository. And for this, we'll say that this is going to extend the CRUD repository. And we need to parameterize it. And what we're going to be saving in here is widgets. Right? And do we have an ID? I believe we have an ID, don't we? And it's of type integer. Oops. There we go. Now that we have that in the control, let's load that repository. So it's auto-wired. And we have the widget repository. There it is. Widget repository. And now we can save. We can say widget repository .save, and we'll save w1. Now let's create a YouTube widget. Right? So we'll say widget w2 new YouTube widget, and oops, the w2 dot set name. So this is a YouTube widget, and w2 is, you can set the oh wait, no, this is of type YouTube. Sorry. Dot set embeddable. We'll say true. W2 is set URL. http:// the URL of widget. Oh, this is set embeddable. And finally, and that's it. Okay, and we're going to save it. We're going to say widget repository dot save w2. All right, so let's run this and let's see what we got. And the URL is create widgets. Oops. All right, so let's create some widgets. Let's go to the database and see. Let's refresh this. Okay, notice that indeed, we were able to insert widget 1, and notice the name is what we chose, right? That's correct. Also, notice the d type. See that d type? Right? It uses the name of the class to kind of remember, right, what was used to originally, what was the original data type. Right? And notice that for widget, we don't have any values for the embeddable published URL. We only have those values if you are a YouTube widget. Right? So this implementation is called the denormalize implementation. Right? It's denormalized because typically the way you implement it is that it's one class, one table. And instead, what we're doing here is that we are merging multiple data types into one single table. So this is breaking the first normal form. Right? It's breaking the first normal form. So oftentimes it's not preferred by DBAs and whatnot, but by developers, this works really well, right? This is a fast. It's the fastest way to implement inheritance. It's also very it performs very, very well, right? Because if you were to be implementing this as one table per class, right, to reconstruct the original instance, you would have to join both tables, right? Where some of the information lives on the YouTube table and some information lives on the widget table, right? And to retrieve the information, you need to join both tables. Actually, let's take a look at the implementation if we instead use another inheritance strategy.